We're going to talk to somebody who's a real expert at this. He's actually more than just an expert. He founded it, and he's helping other people with their startups as well. Slava Rubin, he's the CEO of and co-founder of international crowdfunding site IndieGoGo, and it is the world's biggest crowdfunding site. So welcome to the show. It's good to see you. First off, I've got 100 questions for you. Tell me about the industry itself. Some critics will say anybody out there can raise money, but of course, not all ideas are good ideas, and not all ideas should get the money.
Absolutely. So since we launched the industry in January 2008, it's been remarkable to see it grow. There's now hundreds of competitors out there, and we're proud to be the world's largest. We're distributing millions of dollars every week around the world. And the beauty of crowdfunding is really the crowd. Let the crowd decide. Is it a good idea or not a good idea? And on IndieGoGo, we're completely open, so really any idea can be put up there, like YouTube or Twitter or Google, and the crowd will decide.
Just because an idea is good doesn't mean a company is going to be successful. I mean, there's plenty of bad ideas that turn out great, and there's plenty of great ideas that end up not working out. I mean, isn't it important that they get some help with like management and execution, all these things? I mean, are you guys able to help these young entrepreneurs?
No question. Whether it's, on the street or on IndieGoGo, having an idea or just getting the money does not solve all of your problems. There's a lot of execution required. On IndieGoGo, we're really a pathway to be able to raise the money, create relationships with your audience, get extra promotion, get market validation, tons of data. This is really a great step whether you just have an idea or you're in expansion mode for your business.
All right, help us steal a couple ideas from you. What's hot out there right now? What's the hottest stuff on your site that you're raising money for?
No question. So robotics is really cool right now. We have Jibo, which is the first family robot. Imagine like Alice from the Brady Bunch, but actually as a robot. And so you actually can have support right there. They in 3 days were able to raise over $1 million. There's also all kinds of movies, whether it's life itself, and even in China, there's like the case remote. So very cool products.
All right, so let's say I'm raising money for a project, right? And I'm guessing other people probably have an idea. Well, let's just say it's a coffee shop. Okay, there's millions of coffee shops around the world. How are you going to make this project stand out among all the other ones? I mean, is there a ranking? Do I have to pay money to get on top of the website?
So IndieGoGo is completely free to use. You just set it up for free. It can take a matter of minutes, or if you want to put a little bit more effort in it, it could take a matter of weeks. The 3 things that make a great campaign is number 1, have a good pitch. Number 2, be proactive. And number 3, find an audience that cares. So number 1, have a good pitch. You want to have a video. If you have a video as part of your campaign, on average, you'll raise 114% more money. Be proactive. If you actually do updates every 5 days or less, you'll raise 4 times more money than you do an update every 20 days or more. And find an audience that cares. Start with your own connections, your own fans, your own family, your own friends. And that way, then when it gets on IndieGoGo, we can help you amplify it to get more money than you ever could on your own.
Or I can ruin my friend's life and probably lose a friend as well. Look, there's a lot of people that come to me and say, I want to start a business. They share the idea, but they have a full-time job, and they're nervous about leaving that job, right? So what's the number 1 mistake people make in terms of starting their own business?
I think the number 1 mistake is actually not to, take those risks, take those ideas, turn it into action. I think you need to think big, start small, and iterate quickly. Always focus on the product first. Don't focus on your PR and marketing. Make sure that there's a need there, that the customers are telling you that they like it. After that, make sure you're focusing on support and service. Then start thinking about marketing and PR. There's no need to focus on expanding something that people don't want. So make sure you have something, whether it's coffee or a hardware product or a movie, that people love.
On the flip side, if I'm giving a company money, $100, $100,000, $100 million, I'm giving you money. What happens to the investor? Do I get do I get an update on how the company's doing? What do I get from it?
So on IndieGoGo, you cannot get any profit. There's no financial return. There's 4 reasons why anybody funds in life, not just on IndieGoGo. Number 1, because they care about the person, the cause, or the idea. We call that passion. Number 2, they want the product. Just like most of you probably pay for the shoes you're wearing, we call that perks. Number 3, they want to be involved in something bigger than themselves. We call that passion. And number 4, they want profit. They want to give $1 and get $5 back. On IndieGoGo, people are funding for the first 3 reasons, not the 4th. That's not legal in the US yet. But if you are looking to invest in something for profit, You need to make sure you're doing your diligence, understand what your returns are expected. Can you afford taking on this risk versus the rest of your portfolio of investments, and then move forward.
Good advice. Slava Rubin, thank you very much for joining us.